Chapters 1 through 13 of Psalms, American Standard Version. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information and to find out how you can volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Sam Stinson. Chapter 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the wicked, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the law of Jehovah, and on his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the streams of water, that bringeth forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also doth not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The wicked are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the wicked shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Jehovah knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked shall perish. End of chapter 1. Chapter 2. Why do the nations rage, and the peoples meditate a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together, against Jehovah and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bonds asunder, and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens will laugh. The Lord will have them in derision. Then will he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet I have set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will tell of the decree. Jehovah said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I will give thee the nations for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Now therefore be wise, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Jehovah with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish in the way. For his wrath will soon be kindled. Blessed are all they that take refuge in him. End of chapter 2. Chapter 3. Jehovah, how are mine adversaries increased? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there are that say of my soul, There is no help for him in God. Selah. But thou, O Jehovah, art a shield about me, my glory and the lifter up of my head. I cry unto Jehovah with my voice, and he answereth me out of his holy hill. Selah. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for Jehovah sustaineth me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of the people that have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Jehovah, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongeth unto Jehovah. Thy blessing be upon thy people. Selah. End of chapter 3. Chapter 4. Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast set me at large when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long shall my glory be turned into dishonor? How long will ye love vanity and seek after falsehood? Selah. But know that Jehovah hath set apart for himself him that is godly. Jehovah will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in Jehovah. Many there are that say, Who will show us any good? Jehovah, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than they have when their grain and their new wine are increased. In peace will I both lay me down and sleep, for thou, Jehovah, alone makest me dwell in safety. End of chapter 4. Chapter 5. Give ear to my words, O Jehovah. Consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God. For unto thee do I pray. O Jehovah, in the morning shalt thou hear my voice. In the morning will I order my prayer unto thee, and will keep watch. For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness. Evil shall not sojourn with thee. The arrogant shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou wilt destroy them that speak lies. Jehovah abhorreth the bloodthirsty and deceitful man. But as for me, in the abundance of thy loving kindness will I come into thy house. In thy fear will I worship toward thy holy temple. Lead me, O Jehovah, in thy righteousness because of mine enemies. Make thy way straight before my face. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Hold them guilty, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Thrust them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that take refuge in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou wilt bless the righteous, O Jehovah. Thou wilt compass him with favor as with a shield. End of chapter 5. Chapter 6. O Jehovah, rebuke me not in thine anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Jehovah, for I am withered away. O Jehovah, heal me, for my bones are troubled. My soul also is sore troubled, and thou, O Jehovah, how long? Return, O Jehovah, deliver my soul. Save me for thy loving kindness' sake. For in death there is no remembrance of thee. In Sheol who shall give thee thanks? I am weary with my groaning. Every night make I my bed to swim. I water my couch with my tears. Mine eye wasteth away because of grief. It waxeth old because of all mine adversaries. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity, for Jehovah hath heard the voice of my weeping. Jehovah hath heard my supplication. Jehovah will receive my prayer. All mine enemies shall be put to shame and sore troubled. They shall turn back. They shall be put to shame suddenly. End of chapter 6. Chapter 7. O Jehovah my God, in thee do I take refuge. Save me from all them that pursue me, and deliver me, lest they tear my soul like a lion, rending it in pieces, while there is none to deliver. O Jehovah my God, if I have done this, if there be iniquity in my hands, if I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, yea, I have delivered him that without cause was mine adversary. Let the enemy pursue my soul and overtake it. Yea, let him tread my life down to the earth, and lay my glory in the dust. Selah. Arise, O Jehovah, in thine anger. Lift up thyself against the rage of mine adversaries, and awake for me. Thou hast commanded judgment. And let the congregation of the peoples compass thee about, and over them return thou on high. Jehovah ministereth judgment to the peoples. Judge me, O Jehovah, according to my righteousness, and to mine integrity that is in me. O let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish thou the righteous. For the righteous God trieth the minds and hearts. My shield is with God, who saveth the upright in heart. God is a righteous judge, yea, a God that hath indignation every day. If a man turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He maketh his arrows fiery shafts. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity. Yea, he hath conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. He hath made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violence shall come down upon his own pate. I will give thanks unto Jehovah according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of Jehovah Most High. End of chapter 7. Chapter 8. O Jehovah our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. Who hast set thy glory upon the heavens? Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou established strength, because of thine adversaries, that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him but little lower than God, and crownest him with glory and honor. Thou makest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, yea, and the beasts of the field, the birds of the heavens, and the fish of the sea, whatsoever passeth through the paths of the seas. O Jehovah our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. End of chapter 8. Chapter 9. I will give thanks unto Jehovah with my whole heart. I will show forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and exult in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. When mine enemies turn back, they stumble and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right in my cause. Thou sittest in the throne judging righteously. Thou hast rebuked the nations. Thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast blotted out their name for ever and ever. The enemy are come to an end. They are desolate forever. And the cities which thou hast overthrown, the very remembrance of them is perished. But Jehovah sitteth as king forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he will judge the world in righteousness. He will minister judgment to the peoples in uprightness. Jehovah also will be a high tower for the oppressed, a high tower in times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. For thou, Jehovah, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Sing praises to Jehovah, who dwelleth in Zion. Declare among the people his doings. For he that maketh inquisition for blood remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the poor. Have mercy upon me, O Jehovah. Behold my affliction which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death, that I may show forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation. The nations are sunk down in the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken. Jehovah hath made himself known. He hath executed judgment. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higga'ian, Salah. The wicked shall be turned back unto Sheol, even all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten, nor the expectation of the poor perish forever. Arise, O Jehovah, let not man prevail. Let the nations be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Jehovah. Let the nations know themselves to be but men. Selah. End of chapter 9. Chapter 10. Why standest thou afar off, O Jehovah? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? In the pride of the wicked, the poor is hotly pursued. Let them be taken in the devices that they have conceived. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and the covetous renounceth, yea, contemneth Jehovah. The wicked in the pride of his countenance saith, he will not require it. All his thoughts are, there is no God. His ways are firm at all times. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his adversaries, he puffeth at them. He saith in his heart, I shall not be moved. To all generations I shall not be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and oppression. Under his tongue is mischief and iniquity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the helpless. He lurketh in secret as a lion in his covert. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him in his net. He croucheth, he boweth down, and the helpless fall by his strong ones. He saith in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Jehovah. O God, lift up thy hand. Forget not the poor. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God, and say in his heart, Thou wilt not require it? Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The helpless committeth himself unto thee. Thou hast been the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked, and as for the evil man, seek out his wickedness, till thou find none. Jehovah is king forever and ever. The nations are perished out of his land. Jehovah, thou hast heard the desire of the meek. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that man who is of the earth may be terrible no more. End of chapter 10. Chapter 11. In Jehovah do I take refuge. How say ye to my soul, Flee as a bird to your mountain? For lo, the wicked bend the bow. They make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may shoot in darkness at the upright in heart. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Jehovah is in his holy temple. Jehovah, his throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. Jehovah trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he will rain snares. Fire and brimstone and burning wind shall be the portion of their cup. For Jehovah is righteous, he loveth righteousness. The upright shall behold his face. End of chapter 11. Chapter 12. Help, Jehovah, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. They speak falsehood, every one with his neighbor. With flattering lip and with a double heart do they speak. Jehovah will cut off all flattering lips, the tongue that speaketh great things, who have said, With our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? Because of the oppression of the poor, because of the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith Jehovah. I will set him in the safety he panteth for. The words of Jehovah are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace on the earth, purified 7 times. Thou wilt keep them, O Jehovah. Thou wilt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side, when vileness is exalted among the sons of men. End of chapter 12. Chapter 13. How long, O Jehovah, wilt thou forget me forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Jehovah my God. Lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest mine enemies say, I have prevailed against him. Lest mine adversaries rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in thy loving kindness. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto Jehovah, because he hath dealt bountifully with me. End of chapter 13.